What is prayer? I believe that prayer is one of the most important, if not the most important thing that you can learn as a Christian. There is something about communicating with God. There's something about being able to talk with the creator of the universe. And you'd be surprised at how many people actually want to know, how do I pray? What am I supposed to do? What does it look like for me to talk to God? I love what happens in Luke 11 when one of the disciples sees Jesus leaving a place of prayer and he has stopped praying, and he goes up to Jesus and he says, "Lord, teach us how to pray." Now, they've been seeing Jesus pray, and for them to ask him, "Teach us to pray," there's got to be something significant in there. Now, the definition of prayer, when you Google it, it says that it's an act that seeks to activate rapport with an object of worship with direct communication, deliberate communication. The disciples knew that Jesus had direct communication with God, and they knew that there was an ability, that there was something there that they could learn from Jesus. So when the disciples asked Jesus, "Will you teach us how to pray?" they were saying, "Can you teach us how to have communication with God?" And I love how Jesus responds, because he responds immediately teaching them how to pray. Now, he starts off by saying, "Our Father who is in heaven." Now, the Jews did not know God as Father. They knew God as Almighty. So when Jesus tells them, when you pray, acknowledge God as your Father. I believe it was A.B. Simpson who said that it is the recognition of God as Father. That is prayer. Prayer is the recognition of God being Father. Now, Jesus was teaching them the words to say, but throughout the Gospels, Jesus was also showing them what to do. Through the Gospels, it always said that Jesus now departed and went into a place of solitude, or he left the assemblies and went into a secret place, went into a time of silence. When the disciples had asked him how to pray, he was actually coming from being alone. So there is something precious about being alone with God. And if you can put the two and two together on knowing how to come before the Lord with boldness and humility, but also come into a place where you can commune with God by yourself. This is where things really start to wake up in your life spiritually. And that's why I like to come out to a place like this as often as I can, escape the hustle and the bustle of the busy city, the busy life. Get out and spend a day, spend 2 days out just being with the Lord and really communicating with Him. Because when we're with Him alone, and we're out from all the distraction or all the noise, we can actually hear Him. And this is where John, the revelator, John the beloved, this is how he heard the Lord when the Lord gave him the letters to the churches. He said that I was in the Spirit fellowshipping with the Lord. I was in a place of rest, fellowshipping with the Lord, and then I heard Him. So this just tells me that if we are still and if we are listening for Him, then we will hear Him and He will tell us everything that we need to know. He will teach us. He will guide us. We will be rewarded with His presence, and it turns into something amazing. So if you are looking to learn how to pray, then I would suggest that you go to a quiet place where there is no distraction, and that you quiet yourself and you pray to God and say, Lord, I believe that you are my Father, and I'm coming before you humbly and boldly to hear your voice, just so that I can commune with you and be in fellowship. It simply just comes down to this. The answer to the question, what is prayer and how do I pray, is simple. Prayer is beholding God, holding on to Him, acknowledging Him, thinking about Him, looking at Him, gazing upon Him, getting lost in Him. That is prayer. Prayer is beholding Christ, fellowshipping and communing with Him.